Made it in the lobby though. Koisy
there he is.
Make it in. What is going to be your matchup? Let's find out. Blayze going towards some random character that he's not going to pick. He's going to show up for 2 seconds, maybe go to his second character, show up some more, and then go back to Aaron Black. We all know the trickery. Junk fell for it. I'm so mad at Junk that he fell for that. I've said it so many times that he does it, and he never listened to me, and he fell for it.
Yeah, he's just toying around. We are going to see Aaron Black here in a moment. Although, maybe he doesn't like the Aaron Black matchup. I think Aaron Black does well against Cetrion, to be honest. I think Scudshot is going to go ahead and delete the rocks. I think Scudshot even beats the laser. It beats Geyser if it's in front of him. It doesn't beat the Vine Grab. That is the one move that is possessed by Cetrion that will go through it. But, I mean, Scudshot is a great tool to deal with the nonsense zoning. Here's a question, though. Does it beat the Tornado? Does the bullet shut down the Tornado? If he's playing Born Again, which he is, it's not going to be about a Geyser and some of that other stuff we were just talking about. The Tornado is going to be a thing to contend with, and I don't know if I've ever seen Aaron Black shoot a Tornado down. Wouldn't be surprised if this motherfucker can do that, because that gun deletes everything, but we'll see.
Yeah, I can't recall ever seeing a Tornado being eaten or even being used against Aaron Black, so definitely something we'll find out in this matchup. And look at the tech. Down one anti-air on the air projectile. Scudshot, maybe hold Scudshot a little bit, but obviously Koisy knows counter to that. Open the Vine Grab to negate every bit of Scudshot, because you cannot Scudshot something that comes out of the ground.
Ooh, just gonna put his hand on the trigger. No dice though. Koisy didn't take the bait, didn't throw a Tornado, so we're not gonna find out yet. I want to know what happens though.
Give this entire matchup. Ooh, the pushback on it, even giving so much more space to Koisy. And usually Aaron Black is the player who wants to be really far away, step acid, be able to hold Scudshot. But against Cetrion, it's definitely not where you want to be full screen.
No, and also I like the use of the Vine Grab to grab him out of the Scudshot stance. We saw there Blayze trying to get posted up to delete those projectiles, but the Vines are not one of them. Also, another thing, Vines is one of the few tracking moves in the game. Hey, thanks for the follow, Touch Me Baby. Glad you're having fun with us here tonight in the Nightmare series. But like almost every projectile in the game that goes full screen or is like comes from the sky or whatever that can be targeted has to be targeted. The corpse drop, the quicksand. There's very few tracking projectiles in this game, but Cetrion is one of the few characters with access to them in both her Fatal Blow and the Vine Grab. Did it beat the Tornado?
That was not Tornado, that was Tornado.
Oh damn, they all look so fucking similar. This wind wave.
Definitely. A lot of winds, a lot of rocks, a lot of nature being used. The nature obstacle course being set up for Koisy against Blayze. How long can you really last against it? Oh, went for the crushing blow. Wow. That rock wall does eat projectiles, and if you get one eaten by the second time, it will crush them.
Alright, there's that conflux of elements. Ooh, it goes away though. The wind tunnel is gone here. Blayze still a little bit behind. Oh, Koisy just going to dash up with a throw. There's no Sunio tonight. Sunio already qualified, so he can't play in the LCQ because there'd be no point in him winning the spot to qualify since he already qualified. So Sunio sat this one out. Sunio will be back on the finale, which is happening next Friday, September 11th. Never forget, is going to be when Sunio is going to be entering the arena yet again. Bringing that next-gen Jackie, I hope. Is it a kid or a squid?
Nice block for Blayze, but not for too long, as every bit of projectile, every bit of rock will be splattered on his face, giving Koisy the W at the end of the day.
Yep, nicely done by Koisy here. Really solid finish in game one. Definitely setting the tone early that he is in the driver's seat, and it will be up to Blayze to find a functioning answer here. A difficult task, though. We're talking about Koisy. Ooh, trying to see his Robocop. He's been using a little Robocop.
I mean, Koisy is really back on his day one. Maybe not the variation exactly, but Cetrion has always been his character, always been, you know, what he's been most comfortable with. So going back to his home might feel just too good for his opponents. Ooh, thinking about Raiden, but I don't fall for your tricks. He did play Raiden in tournament, what, last week? But I don't believe it, not one bit.
I think that Raiden is an interesting tool to have if you go for Thunderwave. The access to the teleport to get around some of the zoning. So the thing about some of Cetrion's zoning is startup-wise, it's really heavy. right? The rocks take forever to throw. The laser, she's got to go up into the air and then shoot it. So I think that there is a warranted idea that being able to quickly teleport to the other side of the screen and get around that, particularly Raiden's teleport, one of the faster non-offensive teleports, is not a bad idea. But it looks like Blayze is going to continue to stick it out with Aaron Black here so far. As we now head into the Black Dragon Fight Club for Game 2.
Oh my, one of my favorite stages, not only because I main Kano, but them just hanging on the cage. They're waiting to get in there.
This is a true Mortal Kombat stage. Like, some of these stages are a little iffy or weird or whatever. I miss the classic stages, but this one right here, this is a good one. I really enjoy the whole aesthetic of it. It's so grimy looking, which is very fitting for it to be a Kano place. And, I mean, the stages in this game are beautiful.
Oh, one of my favorite interactions is that bounce on the other corner, both sides. Get on the mattress.
Oh, the hepatitis mattress? Get away from that. I'm not touching that.
It looks dirty to me, but I'll bounce right off.
It looks worse than dirty. It looks way worse than dirty. Dirty is an understatement.
Even his cardboard one. Just setting up for a little game.
Round 2.
All right, Koisy secures that opening round here. The YOLO slide from Blayze. Nice throw tech, though, by Koisy to prevent the follow-up damage coming, as that would have been a decent grip of damage. A throw in the acid is something that command grab characters wish they had. 20% throws, we'll take it.
Pretty low profile, the set drives up 3 with the sweep, but I kind of expected that. Pretty low profiles almost have to cast up 3 just with this low.
Did you know that he can low profile the fatal blow from Cetrion if he's doing the prone shot? If he's laying on the ground, Cetrion's fatal blow won't hit him. Because this game is dumb. This game has so many weird goofball interactions, and Aaron Black is the limbo champ, if there ever was one. If you're trying to duck something, get Aaron Black on the board. He will do it.
Kano used to be like, if he, before really Johnny Cage got patched, it could, his sports balls sometimes whip, his sports balls with some, like, it would whip 1 or 2 of them. It was so wonky, you never really played a match.
Ooh, fatal blow. Has the meter, he's gonna go right into it, right? Yep, that will be the fatal blow here. Gonna summon the hammer up on to finish off the Cowboy here in Game 2. Satellite is online. Thanks, Anya. Got him.
100% death, no chance of life. And being determined with the success of Koisy, what can Blayze really pick?
I mean, Koisy wants into that finale here, and he's got a couple more bodies to stack up before he can do so. You know, Koisy, one of the things, so Koisy did sit out a lot more events this season than in his previous seasons that he's played in, right? So I think he only played in like 2 seasons. He got perhaps a little discouraged by some of the matchups that he ended up running into. For the first time ever, I saw Koisy get 3-0'd, for example, which was wild. And Koisy decided that he would, you know, just lie in wait, train up without being in front of all of our people. He still, of course, has a really successful stream, so definitely people got to see what he was up to, but not his competitors, right? Not his fellow combatants here in the Nightmare series, as he was off doing his own thing, but he has come back here for the LCQ, and he is looking to secure that final spot that's up for grabs here. 12 players make it in, 11 of them have already been confirmed, and Blayze is going over to Raiden, an unprecedented pick, but here we are. Now, he is also using Raijin, so he's not going to have access to the teleport, which is what I think is one of the bigger and more bulky tools. But the fact that he still is going to have access to a reduction in chip if he gets that Raijin buff up, that's going to be important. Wow, the response from Koisy. As soon as he goes to throw a projectile, Koisy's lying in wait with those vines. Decent damage to 18% to just keep the pressure going. There's the spin up the tornado, keeping the pressure still applied.
Blayze gets right at 50-50, but Koisy's not able to punish, so advantage for Blayze. Gets more positioning and really trying to lock down Koisy, trying to lock down Cetrion, but we all know how to do back in League. No teleport to scale with characters, they're just making space.
Alright, there's that Raijin buff up, also trying to use that summon lightning in case Koisy took this guys. Koisy maintaining a grounded approach here though so far. Here's the launcher. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the dirt that Raiden got in this new patch, and I think it's particularly potent dirt in the form of Raijin. The access to an overhead string, while you have a low launching special, gives you a bit of a 50-50 game that you can tap into, and you can actually cash out good damage. It's not just stray piddly hits that don't do anything. You can get real damage if you catch people guessing wrong.
Most definitely. And Blayze is not one of the characters who, like, he's not afraid to use that. He's not afraid to use his super abilities. He will do anything to really win. He will make you guess for your life. down forward, trying to make so much. That's what's so difficult about down forward on Cetron. Like, he made so much space, he was able to use stand one just to make sure that Blayze can't get in anywhere.
Ooh, able to recover in time when that conflict developments here. The other thing, too, that I'm liking from Koisy is he's using the extended range on all of her normals, right? Those fists that she flies with have some wind attached to them as well. That standing 3 summons some water. So I really like the use of just extending the range. Even there, catching them with the fire. Not the hands, but the fire that comes off of them. The season finale is next Friday. Oh, knocked him out of the torpedo. Ooh, Blayze trying to find some damage, but just getting shut down here. Only a little bit of health remains. Oh, what the fuck? That's a brutality?
I didn't know that was brutality. And there's grass on top of it, too. Just added to the danger.
I'm gonna grow a Raiden tree.
Oh, gosh. A Raiden tree. I don't even want to, like, what does it grow? What fruit does it have on it?
Hats. It makes hats.
Yes, Raiden hats. I would snag one of those instantly.
I mean, you can't, but I've never seen one in a store. I assume they all grow from Raiden trees explicitly. So, this is how it's done. Cetrion setting some people up. So that is going to be Koisy moving on here. We're going to hop back over to our bracket to enter in our scores, as Koisy will take it 3-0 over Blayze. And our next matchup coming up in just a moment is going to be Too Easy versus Henny. We'll get those invites